the crucial family member who was dead against Mike and Zara Tindall's wedding. Among the royal family, Mike and Zara Tindall are arguably one of the most unconventional couples. Mike rose to prominence in rugby, while Zara followed her cousin's footsteps and became a champion horseback rider instead of growing up to serve the public. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. Zara's mother, Princess Anne, chose to give her son Peter and daughter no royal titles, preferring to let them live private lives. However, it left Zara well established in the royal family, with all the rights and benefits that entails, and some of Mike's family members were fearing the worst. According to previously undiscovered documents, his grandmother first opposed the marriage and believed it would end badly. Mike's 78-year-old father Phillip disclosed in a 2020 Sunday Times interview that she was dead against his and Zara's union. He claimed she was accustomed to royals being married to members of their own family or to families with royal connections. In the end, he said, she was afraid their union would not be accepted. He disclosed, Linda's mom was adamantly opposed to it. In her day, royalty married royalty and she thought the wedding would be shunned. Sadly, Mike's grandmother passed away before she had the opportunity to meet Zara. Philip, though, expressed his belief that the two would have gotten along quite well. He continued, I know she'd have loved her as much as we do because she and Mike are perfect for each other. Mike and his family are well known to have a strong relationship, and Mike has devoted a lot of his time to causes dear to the Tindalls. After his father's long battle with the neurological disease, he launched a campaign to raise money for Parkinson's and is a patron of the charity Cure Parkinson's Trust. It was during the Rugby World Cup in Australia in 2003 that Mike first learned that his father had Parkinson's disease. It was also at this same location that he met Zara in a pub. He said to Charco Neurotech that because his father was a typical northern bloke, it took him some time to talk to someone about the difficulties he was having with writing, for example. When he eventually saw a physician, Parkinson's disease was identified. He was fairly blasé about it for the next 6 or 7 years because of his demanding job schedule, and extensive travels, which prevented him from seeing his father much. He claimed that he now regrets not taking his dad's possessions more seriously initially. I feel that if I'd have taken more notice then, I could have made him get on top of staying physically fit and in shape, but that's all hindsight because it's the knowledge that I have now that might not have been there in 2003. He stated. I wish I had done a little more research and shown more interest in what was happening with Parkinson's back then. During Mike and Zara's wedding, his father was in and out of a wheelchair due to a back surgery to address another Parkinson's symptom. Nevertheless, he claimed that he and his family have carried on with their lives as regularly as possible, and that his father continues to enjoy his independence and engage in his favorite pastimes, such as gardening and playing with his grandchildren. Mike Tindall recounted, almost 2 decades before he married into the royal family, an amusing meeting he had with a certain senior royal. The Tindalls are now cherished employees of the company, and every appearance they make melts hearts with their PDA. Although the former rugby player has previously discussed how he gradually got to know Zara's family in secret, he did meet one royal 19 years prior, the late Queen Elizabeth. The occasion happened in 1991 in Wakefield, West Yorkshire's Queen Elizabeth Grammar School, during the late monarch's visit to commemorate the school's 400th anniversary. On the podcast The Good, the Bad, and the Rugby, Mike reminisced, Queen Elizabeth I founded this school. When I was 13 years old, Queen Elizabeth II visited for the 400th anniversary in 1991. I believe we met in biology. Known for being cheeky, Zara's spouse cracked a joke, saying, I'm not sure if I told her that I was going to marry Zara at the time, but it might have come out of my mouth. I'm not entirely certain. The couple would later meet in Australia in 2003 while Mike was in Sydney for the Rugby World Cup and Princess Anne's daughter was on a gap year with friends. In July 2011, the adored royal couple exchanged vows in Edinburgh. 3 kids, Mia, Lena, and Lucas, have been welcomed into their family since then.